And welcome everyone to Dutchman's Games. This is a 2 versus 2 on the Pyramids, Attackers or General Plague, and Spetsnaz 2010 versus Dutchman and Josh Wells 6G. This is an exciting battle fought on May 16th. Now, a few things I'd like to go over at first. I'm super excited. Lately, I have been playing new players, and they recognize me. Say, "Are you the Dutchman on YouTube, Dutchman 1815? We've been watching your battles, and we enjoyed it a lot." You have no idea how encouraging and heartwarming those words are to me. It takes a lot of time to play these games, save them, review them, and then make comments about it, and then upload them. And so it's a lot of work. You probably think I have no life. I do have a life, but I love this game, and I'd like to make time for it. And here it is, the next battle. A second thing I'd like to bring to your attention, although no one has said anything about it, I do like to say that I'm extremely humble about this game. As many won battles as you could see on my channel, I probably have lost more. Of course, I have about 1500 hours of gameplay, so that does make you better in anything you do. You invest 1500 hours, but there are much better players out there. I could name Thunderbile, the other game that I play. I know Iris. He will probably beat me 8 out of 10 times. Even though I started better and taught him a few things, he is now a much better player than I am. I respect that a lot and enjoy playing against Iris. I have more pleasure playing with him. It's a lot more fun. There are a few other names out there. I'm sorry, I just can't come up with right now. Soldier is a good player, I remember. Anyway, what I'd like to say about this is that I lose as much as I win. Forgive me if I'm biased and showing you more games that I have won. And so I'd like you to don't get discouraged and practice and learn. Now, let's take a look at this battle. I'm going to put this on pause. I want to go over my army composition, my setup. Thirdly, I do like to admit is that by now I have not many, only 30 or 30 plus some members, subscribers who are watching my games, and I have to admit it is so much more harder to play against these guys. They know my techniques, they know my approach, they know my attacks, they know all my mistakes, and that makes them better players. I hate to lose, but when I lose to them, it's a good loss because I know that they've been watching my games and know my techniques, and so it makes me happy to see these guys are out there enjoying and getting better. My army composition as Turkey. This is Pyramids. Advantage of playing Turkey is that you don't get winded, tired, exhausted as quickly as other factions. If you play Turkey, they have bonus in playing warmer weather, just like Russia has that if playing in a map that has snows. So it is a plus starting with Turkey. Army setup, 6 shooting cav. I love the shooting cavs. Now, one thing I have changed from previous games is that I no longer bring the best general. I'm bringing the least expensive general. No more with Mehmet Ali, but it's just a general's bodyguard. While Mehmet Ali would cost me about 1200 points, now this will probably cost me 500, so the remaining 700 I get to chevron my cav. As you can see, all my cav have now 2 chevrons. My infantry has no chevrons whatsoever. 6 mounted Nizam Sedits. My Bashi Bazooks, 2 as usual. My meat shields, they have 3 chevrons. Nizam Sedit light infantry has 2 chevrons. So these are my meat shields, and I'd like to send them forward and absorb the shots, while my Samad Janissaries attack. I love these guys. They will rip through anything in front of them. 120 of these strong men, like to zoom on them. They are ready to go. Look at these guys. Look just at those swords. Just imposing. Um, I have 4 of them, also 3 chevron. Uh, Money left over. I did not chevron my infantry, rather I chevron my general. I really enjoy playing with cav. It's just fast and exciting to play the cav. So I have chevron them, like to stay longer and fight harder. My army setup, we went over it. Now the way I line them up is that the cav front line opens them up to gain ground, followed with infantry. In a moment notice, I could pull my cav back. My infantry will shoot anything coming at them. And for now, I'm protecting my swords, because if there will be a cav charge and I'm pulling my cav back, I don't like these guys getting mauled down. They are great for offense. They do have the Achilles heel for the swords or cav. If you're playing against Turkey, keep your cav against these melee units. Okay? My partner, on the other hand, France. This is the second best faction I like to playing on this map. The shooting cav is excellent. These are my favorite shooting cavs. They have morale of 8. Most other units have morale of 6 or 7. They're relatively cheap for having morale 8, and just an excellent shooting cav, good reloading rate as well. He does have 4 chasseurs and 1 6th regiment. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rules are 5 lights, no artillery. Swiss foot. I've staying away from Swiss foot because they have the same morale as regular infantry, while the Polish foot has morale 7. I like to go to morale 7, but they have a great reloading rate, a little bit more expensive than standard Fusiliers of line. Of course, the money he's not spending on those Polish foot, he is able to buy 3 old guards with the best of the best. I think 4 battles in a row prior to this game I lost, 2 of them versus the old guards. These guys are just incredible, absolutely incredible. Love seeing them on battlefield, love having them on my side. Standard general. With that, let's start the game. Of course, you have the 3 pyramids in the background. The way I like to set up is I'm coming from this angle. Now, again, I lost the battle prior to this. I think I lost to Van der Bijl. And I realized that it's just, but it used to work for me. I have a really hard time these days because my opponents have learned to stretch the lines. And so anybody coming down will get shot from all corners. If you're playing against me, you find me on this battle and you see me with Turkey. In fact, with any other army, even if I have France, I like to compact my units and come down here and form a line. But if you are a better player, then you want to stretch your line as much as you can. And knowing me that I like to attack, you wait your time and let me attack, and you can shoot me from all sides. Our opponents, England, I would say best faction against Turkey would be England. He has 3 rifles, 2 lights, so 5 lights, followed by 2 foot, 2 King's German Legion, excellent 2 Fencibles, 1 foot guard, 1 Coldstream guard, another foot guard. This is the army I would take into battle. Excellent setup. He does have heavy cav. I usually like to bring light cav because I just don't have enough money for it. And you could see I tried to gain ground. He did not allow me. I want to put this on slow motion for just a second. Look how well these guys are navigating the army. The entire army is moving as one rather than sending 1 unit at a time. This is skills. Now, disadvantage of having the entire unit as one is that the cav will move slower. Solution is select all your cavs together and all your infantry together. In that way your cav will move faster, get here while the rest of your army will follow suit. I did lost 3 men, 1 here. I lost 4 men because I came too close to these damn rifles. Rifles shifting right, excellent move, and I believe he's gonna put up some stakes soon. Very well set up, and yeah, he's ready for welcoming me with open arms. Mistake of France, too far to the right, so he's struggling to keep army together and come together. You see, these guys are already tired, while my guys are also tired, but I came a longer distance. These guys are fresh.
Infantry reporting.
Stretching lines, setting foot behind the lights, excellent move. I'm setting up my formation, Cav goes behind, I don't want to get shot. Infantry, and then soon these bushes and lights will take the front seat. At this moment, I think Austria is doing a great job. Forgive me, again, pause. Army composition of Austria. We do have 3 heavy cav, 2 elites. The reason I do not, is of course personal, play with Austria is that none of these elites, unlike like old guards, even light guards, give morale support. Austria does not. Same Turkey. Turkey does not have any unit that give morale support other than general. So you want to babysit your general. You lose a general, the army will fall apart. But yeah, I never enjoy playing Austria. But they're just expensive units. They don't have better firing rate. Let's say Portugal has better lights, good firing rate, or higher morale. They have lower morale, expensive unit, no better firing rates than most. I'm sorry, not necessarily the rate, but the ratio of firing ratio, reload ratio. And not the excellent cav. So it's never been my favorite faction, and especially the elites. They don't give any morale support. But this player is doing an excellent job moving his army all together, getting there first. Look how well he's positioned. And so did the France. They're holding the edge. This is a great setup of us being able to connect with each other. And also England, you could see stretching the lines. And they put up stakes. Now I see these stakes. I have 6 cav. So what I'm going to do with my cav? I can't charge anymore. I mean, of course I could, but I'm going to be welcome with all this infantry. Look at the layers, excellent positioning of layer formation. Good player, English player. But also now I have the stake, so it does not make sense at all for me to keep the cav here. Henceforth, my cav moving to defender's left flank. You gotta be careful. Lights and Grenzers are coming in. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. So everybody brought 5 lights. I have only 1. We are combining our cav. You want to be careful. Don't stand behind each other because then you shoot each other. Oh, beautiful. Opening salvo. Lost 20 men right away. That's incredible. They probably have an excellent marksmanship. Most people will pull back. My partner pulls forward, which is an excellent move because this cav is in the way. But they notice I'm pulling back. Followed with cav attack. That's also a good attack because these guys can form square. It is a dangerous move. Wow, you attack these two, they will lose 2 units. And he is attacking. Wow. Change of mind. And because of that he lost 10 men, 5 here. Not a good, but look at the counter attack. Very, very attentive. I learned a new trick. You stretch your lines and then you push on the skirmish mode. Your line will extend a lot more. You can absorb a lot more shots. I love the way he's... Look at them. Moving together perfectly. Look at that. Just beautiful. And I have just to keep back. I gotta pull back because I don't want my second line getting shot. And I'm hoping I could draw him in. The closer it gets to me, the better. Look how beautifully he's formed. There's not much I can do. just hoping that I could retreat slowly and he will get closer and closer. The goal is by the time he gets here to the edge of the hill, then I will be able to counter-attack. It is extremely risky to attack this format with Turkey, because I will get bogged down by first, second, maybe even third line, and by then he will be shooting me into pieces. This English player is doing really, really well. You see the bleeding man. Oh, look at these guys. Lost 3 here, 7 men. And he's even losing general. Look, this is bad setup. Not a good micromanagement here. Calf charge. Forming square. He's following up with infantry. Good move. Dispersing the lights, giving chance for this. Look at him. Beautiful. Attack here, move to the other side, and he's gonna probably move to another angle. Oh, this is absolutely great by France. Followed with infantry, so these guys can shoot the squares. Excellent move by France. Now this is quite a nightmare. Once the cap gets behind you, then you gotta keep looking over your shoulder. I'm trying to stop bleeding here and move the Nizam infantry forward, shoot some of these lights. Look how many units got entangled by this one calf charge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this is shooting cav. I have 6 versus 2 heavy cav. I definitely have an advantage here. Trying to get close. Here comes a cav attack. Would I have time to shoot at these guys? Shoot, 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 shoot. I did not. As a result, this guy's of dropping. Now he's got 45, I got 6. That's another advantage of shooting cav. I'm sending 2 against the general, and 1 take him out, because I want to use the advantage of shooting, right? From behind. Look how they drop. Oh, look at this. Before these guys get here. Out of 18 down to 2. He just lost his general with 1 salvo. I see his cav coming. There's only one way to do, move forward. And I charge against his cav. So 2 cav, 3, 4, 5 versus 6 shooting cav. I managed to get his general. Let's see how I'm gonna do. A lot of micromanagement here. You could see I keep pulling back and trying to reload my and form up my lines. England lost a general and 2 cav. $45 full units. $28. They were able to charge him with only 28 out of 45. Obviously, I'm going to win this battle. Pull back, reload, and then try to shoot them in the back. That's the technique with the shooting cav. If you are France or Turkey or any other shooting cav, use that technique. Oh, beautiful. Look. This French player is doing really well with this cav too. Just attacking back and forth. These are the elites. Oh no, not the elite. While Austria is scrambling to pull these men together, France is just ripping through the lines. So we started with six shooting cav. This really doesn't count. 18 left. I still have pretty much 3 units left. And oh, here comes the attack, guys. This is the attack. Look at these swords. As I mentioned, I'm not sure if square will help against the swords. The good thing is to have lines behind them to shoot between the squares. Coldstream Guard, look. Oh. This is the beginning of the end. I made a mistake, I went too far. Of course I didn't lose anyone, but I can't come back anymore. I went after the lights. Surrounded with cav. Swords on their flanks, they're in square, can't really shoot, and my infantry is right behind them to shoot whatever is left. This is how you play Turkey. On this side, France has a hard time, and I don't blame it because he's fighting against 2 units. England is supporting Austria, and they're surrounded, but they have the hill advantage. Trying to charge with my cav so it doesn't give them a chance to shoot at my swords. This guy's was completely shattered right away. Just the point of contact, they just get shattered. And that part of it is there is no general, and they're surrounded. And of course, we have the numbers. The swords are incredible. Followed by infantry. That's the point. Now, don't attack. You see, I'm pulling them back because you don't want to be in the way. Otherwise, you're going to shoot yourself. There's nothing left for England to do. They're forming their lines, but now they're getting outflanked on the other side. Ouch. 33 out of 120. They're still attacking. That's because they have 3 chevrons. That's what the chevrons do. So remember, square does not help against swords. It does help for the second line to shoot these swords. As you could see, I'm not even bothering to the square. I just want them to form a square so I get through and my infantry will finish them off. I made a mistake. I don't have my general close. I'd like to say here too, I played against Yo-Yo Voga from 409. I used to be part of 409. He beat me here twice in a row. Once I was Turkey, and then the other time I was, I think England, no, France. I was France, and he beat me twice. So, as glorious as this battle is, I lose as much as I win these battles. Old guard. Thank you for watching. You could see the amount of men I have deployed, 1854. So you could see the shooting calves have 60 men, while the heavy cav have only 45. So these numbers are advantage. I have 1854 deployed. Out of that, I have 1045 losses and 1360 killed. Josh Weldsberg did excellent work. He had to sacrifice a lot of men and hold back 2 armies while I was able to get behind the English player. He had 920 losses, but he had 1065 killed. Excellent play, Josh Wells, and I'm very happy to see you how you play with your cav. Look forward to play you again. General Plague, outstanding. Again, these numbers and these battles, it's just a snapshot. I've lost as much as these guys have. The things I really enjoy seeing with General Plague is the way he was forming his army, the line stretch, having second, third, and even a fourth line against attacks. My advice is, if you play Turkey, don't form squares, or if you do, make sure you have a second and third line so you could shoot at those melees. The key fighting melee Turkey is to shoot and pull back, never get entangled. He had 1404 losses, 815 killed, and Spetsnaz did really well again, the way he was moving his army as one. Really well. My suggestion is keep more distance between your lines so your second and third line doesn't get shot. Bleed men. He had 1330 losses and 1019 killed. He did also have a large number of deployed men, 1773. That's impressive. Let's look at the unit statistics quickly. Losses I had. Well, I guess General Bodyguard did really well with only 3 losses, but Samaz, look, out of 120, 104 died. So these Samaz are just, yeah, incredible. They went to the last man, and they had a lot of kills too. 112, 127, incredible. 185, wow. Kills, again, my Samaz did the most amount of killing, along with my cav. Look at that, they did an excellent job. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, cheers.